Hi there. I have uploaded over 400 videos on YouTube and also spent tens of thousands of hours on YouTube. Through my journey, I've been able to amass tens of lessons which I want to share with you for you to be able to succeed on YouTube. In this video, I'm gonna share 10 lessons or considerations for you as you look to grow on YouTube and possibly make money through YouTube. And with that, the very first consideration is that create for your audience, not for yourself. What do I mean, guys? Of course, all of us out there have our own unique interests, our own unique passions. But on YouTube, unfortunately, you need to be chasing the volumes with regards to how many people out there are watching your video. How many people out there are looking for that particular thing you're trying to put out there to the world. In essence, create the videos which appeal to audiences out there. And that calls for you to try and understand in the first place who your audience is, what do they like, and what time they like to watch videos and so forth. Try to understand your audience and actually purpose to create for your audience as opposed to creating for yourself. And then the second lesson which I've learned on YouTube is that there is nothing like a perfect video. Keep creating. With each video, you get a lesson, you get some insights, and you keep progressing. It is as simple as that. And with that, guys, it tells you that actually don't spend, for example, even 2 weeks, a whole week, editing one video. Yes, you could edit it to a point whereby you think, for example, it is a perfect video. But unfortunately on YouTube, for your video to be viewed by many people out there, it is a whole different ball game. It is beyond how awesome you've edited a video to your own liking. It is a couple of factors out there. For example, beyond just the quality of the video, how is your storytelling? Okay? What is the surprise factor in your video? What are people looking for? You name it. So guys, don't spend time, for example, trying to make a perfect video. Create the videos you are creating, have a plan, and just keep going. Keep going at it and be sure with each creation you're putting out there is gonna be a chance for you to succeed, and even most importantly, you're gonna get lessons which you can pick for you to be able to make your next video even more epic than the one you just created. And then the third lesson which I've learned in my journey on YouTube is that have a schedule and a plan with regards to how you're creating content and also how you're uploading out there. And I'm saying so because, guys, YouTube is a very big platform, and actually each of us out there have a different journey on this particular platform. Maybe you could be able to start getting money on YouTube by you just uploading, for example, 10 videos. You don't even need to upload, for example, hundreds of videos for you to get monetized, okay? Another person out there could actually need even 200 videos for them to get monetized, you name it. But the baseline is that, guys, always have a schedule. Have a plan for what you're working on, and even so, what time is the world gonna view a video and so forth. And by the way, for you to even not lack content, the best way to go about is you planning. If you don't plan, you're gonna be making videos randomly out there, and even with that, you're gonna actually confuse your audience because they won't know what your channel is all about, and even so, they won't have an idea what time to expect content from you. So ensure you have a schedule, and most importantly, plan it out very well. And then the fourth pointer for you is that try your level best to strike a balance between trending issues or trending topics and also evergreen content. What do I mean? Guys, sometime on YouTube you can go very hard, you reach a point, for example, you experience burnout, okay? It is a reality. So try your level best to ensure you are creating content out there, a mix of both trending topics and also evergreen content. What is evergreen content? Evergreen content is the kind of content which is going to be relevant even months from now, years from now. Try your level best in whichever niche you are out there to create a mix of these two. The catch is that, guys, out here, most people are chasing trending topics, which of course in the short term could really assist you get views. But also, once this particular trending topics fade, chances are you're gonna reset to zero, and that's gonna be a very bad scenario for your channel. Try your level best to be mixing both trending topics if you have to, and also evergreen content, so that your channel keeps growing exponentially and even so in a steady way. Because with evergreen content, it's gonna mean that actually as YouTube keeps ranking your video, it's also gonna keep pushing them to many more people out there, as long as it is evergreen. So strike a balance between evergreen content and also trending topics if you have to. But most likely bank on evergreen content for you to be able to make long-term money and even so grow an audience out there for the long term on YouTube. And then the fifth lesson which I've learned on YouTube is that, guys, be patient. It is as simple as that. YouTube requires for you to be patient. Do what you have to do and also let the algorithm do its own thing. In other words, a person out there, for example, could actually grow on YouTube or even consider themselves to have gotten a good number of subscribers on YouTube by just posting, for example, 3 videos. Another person out there could post 10 videos. Another person 50 videos. You name it. But the underlying thing that, guys, be patient on this platform, because growth on YouTube is systematic. It's going to call for you to be consistent and even so keep doing what you have to do. Keep doing what you have to do. Go hard on it and be sure over time your fortunes are going to improve. At the end of the day, it is those who are patient who are going to see positive results on YouTube. If you're not patient, chances are you're going to give up easily. But be sure, guys, you be patient, you keep doing what you have to do and also have a good plan. Be sure, even if it takes months, even if it takes years, you're going to make it big on YouTube. So be patient and keep doing what you have to do. And then, the sixth pointer for you about YouTube is that, guys, on YouTube, not everyone is your fan and also not everyone is your hater. That tells you need to learn how to pick constructive or positive criticism. And I'm saying so because, as I said, guys, create for your audience. And with that, it calls for you also to listen to what your audience have to suggest with regards to what kind of content they want and even so where you can improve. That tells you, for example, if there is a very sincere and actually good meaning comment, for example, on your video, take that in a positive way, implement in the next video, and hopefully you're going to be able to grow your audience. And I'm saying so because as a creator, you could be in a space whereby, guys, you are deep in the creative space, that some things out there actually go over your head. And yet, other eye out there, which actually YouTube has given you an opportunity because you also have audiences out there who are watching your videos. They can be able to see something and even so give you some form of feedback. If it is good feedback and also you are very logical in your thinking, be sure to take it into consideration, implement it, and even so it could assist you even on YouTube grow much faster. Just to give you an example, maybe you are making talking head videos, right? Maybe someone could write down there on your comments, maybe saying, hey, you are using so many gestures, reduce your gestures. If, for example, you don't like feedback out there, you could think that out there is a hater. But it could be a sincere feedback which you are being given because maybe the gestures you are making are actually confusing your audience. So consider also taking feedback from your audience and even so other creators out there for you to be able to improve on this platform. But also understand, some people out there could be on their way to derail you. Also be able to discern between positive feedback and also negative feedback. But the key thing is, guys, take the feedback the way you need to take it and also keep growing on YouTube. And then the seventh lesson, which I've learned over the years, is that, guys, it is good to compare, but only compete with yourself. That is one of the biggest lessons I've learned on YouTube. Yes, do compare with other people out there. Do compare with who you think is the best and so forth. But guys, the underlying thing that, guys, only compete with yourself. And even so, you as a creator, you are actually in a battle with the algorithm, not even with other creators out there. You are in a battle with the algorithm to see how best you can rank on YouTube, and even so, for you to get on the positive side of the algorithm, for your channel to be able to take off. So, only compete with yourself, but of course, occasionally compare what other people out there are doing for you to borrow a leaf or two to see how best to improve your content, but only compete with yourself. Because, guys, at the end of the day, you are competing to be a better version of you, for you to be able to improve all the details around creating YouTube videos, getting your videos out there to audiences, you name it. And then the 8th lesson which I've learned from YouTube is that, guys, make the YouTube analytics your friend. What do I mean? YouTube analytics is actually that analysis point where creators are able to see how their videos are faring on, how their channels are doing, and so forth. Guys, a good number of YouTubers out there ignore the YouTube analytics. Make the YouTube analytics your friend. And I'm saying so because through the YouTube analytics, you can be able to even do a better analysis for you to understand how your audience is behaving. What are your audience looking for? How is the audience out there responding to your videos, and so forth? So make it a habit, for example, to be regularly checking on the YouTube analytics for you to understand how each of your video out there is performing, and even most importantly, how your channel out there is performing as a whole. How are you growing? How is the audience out there responding to your content? Is that a thing you need to adjust? Even so, what is the competition out there making for you to be able to compare? Guys, make the YouTube analytics your friend for you to be able to grow on YouTube. And then the 9th lesson which I've learned in the course of my YouTube journey is that, guys, network with other YouTube creators out there for you to be able to grow on YouTube. More so, those creators out there who are also in your same niche, and even so, they are also of the same thought trail as you. Network with them, be able to even meet them physically if you have to, meet them online, have conversations, exchange notes. You're going to learn also from your peer creators out there if you are actually open to engaging with other creators out there, learning from them, sharing ideas, you name it. And even so, through networking with other creators out there, it could also be an avenue for you to be able to do collaborations, which actually can work to your advantage, because collabos out there can even so skyrocket the growth of your YouTube channel. Okay? And then the 10th and last lesson which I've learned is that, guys, beyond you just hoping, for example, to get money from AdSense, also learn about different ways of you making money through YouTube, and even so expanding your possible investments. And I'm saying so because you as a creator, you don't need to rely just on a single source of income. Yes, guys, even out there we have creators, for example, who have a good audience. They are not monetized through Google AdSense, but they are making good amount of money on YouTube. Learn the different ways through which you can be able to make money on YouTube, and actually make it your habit to see how best you can start implementing some of these ways out there without throwing off your audience. And be sure through that you can be able to make money over time on YouTube. Guys, what do you think about these particular 10 pointers which I've shared with you? I hope you've gotten one or two which are enticing, and actually, as a YouTuber out there, you look to implement them for you to be able to grow on this platform. Cheers, guys, and you all take care.